And the gates are open, and here come Kerry. And the plan, here come Dublin along with them, and here come the crowd. Mick O'Dwyer down through there, you saw him run through. There's Joe Cahan. How good it is to see Joe, who was ill about a week ago, and we had all kinds of rumours about him, but how good to see Joe Cahan here. And the Kerry team gone to the Canal goal to do their kick around, and Dublin gone to the Railway goal to do their kick around. So there you have them, the men from the kingdom, the Kerry, who have won no less than 27 All-Ireland titles. Ogie Morden rousing them there, keeping talking, keeping going, because these men are pent up, these men are anxious. And a cheer going up from the far side of the field, and they've called, I've seen this before, they're bringing Mikey Sheehy out. Mick O'Dwyer saying, hold on there. This happened with Bomber Liston a few years ago, and there's Mikey coming over now. Mick O'Dwyer saying, this man must be in the picture, and the crowd agree. Mikey off the team because of Achilles tendon trouble, but in the picture. So there they are now, plus Mikey Sheehy. And what a nice gesture it is. And so Kerry go back now to finish their limbering up. And the Dublin team kicking around down in front of Hill 16, in front of the Railway goal on our left. And here is the Kerry team. You'll notice number 17 is Ger Power. He's replacing the injured Mikey Sheehy. And of course, the man getting the baptism of fire, if you like, number 10 is John Kennedy, who will be taking the close-in freeze in place of Mikey Sheehy. And here is Brian Mullins, the big man of the centre field of Dublin. Brian, who has played in 7 All-Irelands and has won 4. The entire Dublin team here, the champions. Can they retain their title? Dublin have won 21 titles in history. Kieran Duff there, right down the line there, Mick Holden, and the rest of the team, Jerry Hargan, John O'Leary, the goalkeeper. And there they are, the champions, out in defence of their title. Champions team plus subs. Tommy Drum there. This is something new with players. We noticed it with Brian Mullins in the semi-final. Talking. Why, look at his determination. He was talking away a moment ago. And Tommy goes off to Saudi Arabia to take up a business appointment in the not-too-distant future. This could be his last appearance in an All-Ireland final. And the Dublin team, well, pretty well as expected. There have been all kinds of rumours, as I've said, about some of the forwards being off, but they're not. Barney Rock is there at number 10, and Joe McNally is there at number 15. The big point of the team, well, who knows? Because the big question today will be how the centre field will get on against the might of Jack O'Shea in the centre of the pitch. Referee checking his time on a signal with his umpires. Paddy Collins of Westmeath, Joe McNally and Tony O'Shea are doing a walkabout, a runabout. Wherever one goes, the other goes. More about that as the game gets on its way. We're ready for the throw-in. And the 1984 All-Ireland is on. Jack O'Shea. An open space. P.J. Buckley in there, that's Mick Kennedy. He's been held, and there's a free for Dublin. Free for Dublin about 35 metres out from their own goal. Ball coming back into where P.J. Buckley is going to take it. Ambrose O'Donovan off Ambrose's boot, and a line ball for Dublin. To be taken by Pat Canavan. And the linesman must place the ball, but the player replaced it there, so the linesman places it once again. Linesman does the placing from the sideline kicks. Pat Canavan. That's Pat Spillane back in defence. Pat is fouled, and there's a free for Kerry, about 35 metres out from their own goal, maybe a little bit less, and it's going to be taken by Mick Spillane. Right down the centre, and the bomber Liston judges it perfectly. He's going right through now. Jenny Hargan is after him, still the bomber. It's high. The bomber Liston judging that one perfectly, getting in behind Jenny Hargan, sending it over the bar, and after less than 2 minutes of play, Kerry lead by 1 point to no score. That was a little incident that I think Jenny Hargan would like to forget. John O'Leary with the kick out. John has conceded only 1 goal in the championship this year. Kieran Duff being held over there by Tommy Doyle, free on the halfway line. PJ Buckley again. Shortish one, intended to be to Jim Renane. Joe McNally, Anton O'Toole, in there is Paddy O'Shea. Paddy's kick half blocked down, very nicely comes out to the centre, and that's Ambrose O'Donovan. This is John Egan. Right up now to Conor Liston. Liston up into the open space. Running up to get to it is Ger Power. Mick Kennedy is after him, and the ball very near the end line there, kept in play by John O'Leary. That's Mick Kennedy. Oh, and John Kearns, who's picked it right corner forward, but is a third centre field man getting that one. This is Kieran Duff. Tommy Doyle after him. Duff into the centre. This is Ogie Moran all alone. And a high jump there that didn't come off for Mick Holden. This is John Egan gone over to the other side there, and a free to Kerry. Kerry have played Ger Power top of the left, and John Egan top of the right. That's the way they are at the moment, with Mick Kennedy coming to right full back for Dublin, and Mick Holden following John Egan wherever he's going to wind up. And here's the free with John Kennedy to take it. The young John Kennedy, youngest man on the team. This is his kick, and he gets it, but not to where he intended. Mick Holden, Jack O'Shea, and the Kerry man going through, and a high twirling shot there by John Kennedy that the wind caught it all right, but he didn't catch it quite the way he would have liked. Kerry 1 point, Dublin no score. John O'Leary. Kieran Duff, fouled by Tommy Doyle. Kerry have made up the mind that Duff isn't going to start any streaking up along the far side of the field, and I mean that in the purest football sense. PJ Buckley. And this time Tommy Doyle outfields him, and Tommy Doyle is the ham in the sandwich. Referee Paddy Collins not letting any over-strenuous charges come into the game. And Kerry really moving now. Pat Spillane keeping it in play. Over there on the far side is Pat Canavan. Ball knocked down by Anton O'Toole, but it comes to Paddy O'Shea. Paddy up this side of the field. John Kennedy into an open space that's filled now by Dublin's Tommy Drum. There's a tension in this game. Ambrose O'Donovan. Way out to the far side. Ger Power is held. Ger Power is held, and the referee awards a free to Kerry. Dead straight in front. front of the goal. And a lot of discussion as to what's going to happen or who's going to take it, but I'm sure it'll be John Kennedy again. John with a whistling hill at him, and he sends it over the bar for another point. A point by John Kennedy, making it Kerry 2 points, Dublin no score. And a pity indeed that the whistling should come into a game of this calibre and indeed this class. Brian Mullins out centre field. Is it going to come his way? Mick Spillane has moved out in pursuit of John Kearns in the centre. Nicely blocked down by Brian Mullins to Pat Canavan. John Kearns under it now, doesn't quite hold on to it. Pat Spillane in now into the centre. This is Tom Spillane. The brothers in action, chased by Barney Rock. Out the far side, and it's Bomber Liston again. Liston getting inside. And a nice interception there by Jerry Hargan. Hargan high into the centre of the field. It's too high for Dublin. It's grabbed there by the Spillanes again. The brothers in action as Tom gets it up now to Pat. Trying to make up his mind, or trying to get Liston free, and that's what he does. But the intention was good, the execution not so good. Ball out over the sideline, line ball for Dublin. Mick Kennedy going over to take it. Quite a bit of shifting around of wings, forwards going to the right and left, and the backs following them on both sides. This is Mick Kennedy. And the ball brought out over the sideline there by John Kearns. Line ball for Kerry. Jack O'Shea takes it. And a lot of dithery around the place. Ball being dropped and what have you. Here come Kerry. John Egan in now into the centre. This is John Kennedy. He takes his shot and he sends it over the bar. John Kennedy, a lovely flick there. A nice pass. He ran onto it and picked it nicely and he sent it over the bar. Here it is again. John Egan now, and John Egan into John Kennedy, and Kennedy flicks it right-footed over the bar, and that makes the score 3 points to 0 in favour of Kerry. 2 of the 3 scored by John Kennedy. John O'Leary with the kick out. Straight down the middle. Ball fisted down. John Kearns gets it. Fists it. Seem to be much quicker off the mark, going for the ball. This is Tommy Doyle going up the wing. Tommy Conroy after him. This is John Egan, the architect of so many scores. Into the goal mouth, John O'Leary. P.J. Buckley, Pat Canavan. Pat Spillane is after him. Canavan, a well-placed ball to Kieran Duff, who's come down the wrong wing, if you like, to get it. It kicks the ball more or less to where he should have been himself, if you like, and Shawnee Walsh gets it. The whole Kerry team way up into the Dublin half now. This is Ogie Moran. Dangerous ball. Grabbed by Tommy Drum. Cleared out to Tommy Conroy. As I say, a lot of dithering. Balls being kicked out over the sideline like that without any reason whatsoever. Players dropping the ball, and both teams certainly suffering from nerves at this stage. But Kerry leading 3 points to no score. It's that man again, but now Brian Mullins gets in and beats Owen Liston. Up now to Anton O'Toole. Over now to the far side, and it's Jack O'Shea. Jack O'Shea getting it down to John Kennedy. The other Kennedy comes out and tries to get to him, but it's John Kennedy of Kerry. John trying to find where he's going to put it, in towards John Egan. John Egan up into the corner now, and it is sent out over the end line and wide by John Kennedy. The score 3 points to no score. And Kerry, the definite leaders, doing most of the pressing. Anton O'Toole seems to have come out the field and is being followed by Sean Walsh. Joe McNally moving into the centre. He's been followed by Paddy O'Shea, and now they do a reverse. As I say, this is like a game of drafts or chess, the way they're moving around. Each player watching his opponent. Ball grabbed there in the centre by John Kern, by Jim Renane. Jim Renane way up the field. Out comes Shawnee Rice. Twist the ball down. A collision there between two players. This is Ambrose O'Donovan. Ambrose over to the far side of the field. Kieran Duff getting there. Trying to make up his mind what he's going to do with it. One of the Dublin men down injured over on this side from that clash of a moment ago. Tommy Conroy trying to get through. Left-footed high shot that's gone to the left, and it's gone wide, and the score remains 3 points for Kerry, no score for Dublin. Tommy Conroy, the one that's down, Tommy Conroy, the kicker, and Anton O'Toole, the man who's down. Anton was in a collision a few moments ago, and he certainly came off the worst of the head-to-head, as it were. And Brian Mullins is calling in assistance on the sideline. And Anton up now, a little bit shaken, obviously. Lorcan Redmond getting into him just as he gets up, and he's all right. He's resuming anyway. Kick out by Charlie Nelligan. 3 points to no score in favour of Kerry. John Kearns doing very well in the centre of the field with his high jumping. And a nice block down there by Shawnee Walsh. Pat Canavan, Anton O'Toole. And Brian Mullins is in under this one. He's trying to get his fist to it. He does. It goes off somebody there. It mustn't have been him because the umpire signals it's a 45. Brian Mullins in under that lobbing ball, and it looked quite dangerous for a moment or two. From up here, I must say, I thought Brian got his hand to it, but there's no question that the umpire was the man on the spot. There's Anton O'Toole. There is the ball going in, and it was fisted by Brian Mullins, and the umpire said that it was a 45, but he doesn't have instant replay to help him. Barney Rock to take the kick. And it's a tail to it. It's gone over the bar. Dublin's first score of the game. 45 scored by Barney Rock, and that makes the score 3 points to 1 after about 13 minutes of play in this first half. And here's the kick again. Barney Rock, and it just struggles over the bar. It might easily have hit the post, but it didn't. It went over. Charlie Nelligan once again with the kick out. Low scoring up to now. And the referee has penalised Jerry Hargan for a tackle. In fact, he is having a word with Jerry Hargan. It wasn't a dirty tackle. It was one of those personal foul tackles on Owen Liston. And Owen gone up now, and in case the play starts rather quickly, Brian Mullins has gone in to stand beside him. So Brian is 1 minute of full forward, the next minute of full back. Jerry Hargan's back in there now. This is Jack O'Shea. Short one to Pat Spillane. Back to Jack O'Shea. Slightly fumble there, and a full-hearted tackle there. And Mick Holden is appealing that he didn't do anything wrong. A free for Kerry. Here it is. There is Jack O'Shea, and Jack goes down, and a free to Kerry. 3 points to 1 in favour of Kerry. And the free to be taken by, not by Jack, but by John Kennedy. And the whistle starts again. And again, maybe it's affecting him, I don't know, but he did miss that one too. And Kerry lead by 3 points to 1. And Ogie Morden probably saying, don't worry, John, it'll all come right. John O'Leary. Mick Kennedy. A bit hard for Joe McNally, but gone out is Anton O'Toole. Anton is keeping it in play. This is John Kearns. Kearns, a high lobbing, curling shot. I don't know what it was intended for, but it went wide. 3 points to 1. Kerry leading, and Charlie Nelligan smiling the smile of relief. John Kearns having a look there to maybe have a better aim for the next time. Owen Liston playing an additional centre field role. He has been grabbing that ball and was tackled and fouled. He's not playing his usual in the full forward and wandering around the forward division. He's wandering around everywhere. This is Gerald Lynch. This is Tom Spillane. Jack O'Shea. Out to the wing to Pat Spillane. Bamboozling the way through. Pat takes the shot and sends it over the bar. A bamboozling piece of football finished by this man. One of the men from Temple, no, Pat Spillane. And here it is now. There's Pat Spillane in possession. Little bit of toe to hand. And he takes his kick. The build-up had all come before that. That was the kick. Mick Kennedy trying to work his way out. Eventually cleared up by Tommy Drum. And a free to Dublin. Pulling down there, Tom Conroy. Free to Barney Rock, just outside the 45-yard line. Four points to 1. Kerry leading. Dangerous ball. Charlie Nelligan. Charlie half tackled in there, but the game goes on. Out comes Pat Spillane, being chased by Kieran Duff. Into the centre now, and a lot of mauling there as Tommy Doyle is bottled around, and there's a free to Kerry. Tom Spillane. And this time the bomber brings it down to Tommy Drum. Tommy up now towards Barney Rock. Barney tips it in, an intended one into the inside. Gerald Lynch with it. Back now to Tom Spillane. Tom Spillane to Ogie Moran. Ogie is fouled by Joe McNally by putting his arm around him. And there is a free, and the referee having a word with Joe McNally. Joe definitely put his arm around him there. I don't think there was any doubt. There was nothing nasty or anything about it, just to hold up the progress. Tom Spillane. Got in there by Pat Canavan. Tommy Conroy. Out to the wing. Paddy O'Shea out to Shawnee Walsh, and certainly Kerry in control at this stage. Very near the sideline, Jack O'Shea, and the referee awarding Jack a free for a push there on him, and the free is taken. No, it's not. It will be Jack anyway. And this being a free, not a line ball, he can place it. Oh, a lovely ball. Brian Mullins. Rob. Tommy Drum. Lovely shoulder there by Ogie, but he didn't get PJ Canavan off the ball. Lovely block there, and under pressure, the ball gone out over the line, and a line ball for Dublin. Mick Holden coming over to take it. And Brian Mullins has got a knock on the side of the head. Referee having a look at the part of his head that isn't too well covered. You can see he's got a knock along the side of the neck there. But Brian shakes off any attention, and the play goes on. Ambrose O'Donovan, Mick Holden. It's extraordinary the way they can't hold the ball, but Mick gets a second bite at the cherry. Nicely fielded now by Tommy Conroy. Kieran Duff getting into the centre. His weight bottled up, he's held, and there's a free for Dublin. About 25 metres out from the Kerry goal. And Tom Spillane is trying to explain, and not Tom, it's Tommy Doyle who's trying to explain that he didn't do whatever he was supposed to do. And the referee, I think, has put his name in the book for a personal foul. That's the first one that's gone in, if it's gone in. This is Barney Rock. And he sends it over the bar. Dublin's second point, Barney Rock's second point. Barney came into this game with 4 goals and 19 points to his credit, way out ahead of anybody else in the scoring in the championship, and he's added 2 more points now. "22 minutes gone in this first half." Charlie Nelligan. Kerry leading by 4 points to 2. They've had an awful lot of field superiority. Jack O'Shea running back there with judgment, running back behind the other players, gauging it perfectly. And a free for Tommy Doyle. And the referee moving it up because of some criticism from some of the Dublin players. And they're trying to make up, no, it's Jack O'Shea is going to take it. No, he's not. They were trying to make up their mind. And it's John Kennedy. John just inside the 45-metre line. And the crowd barracking. John O'Leary. Typical short, well-placed John O'Leary pass to Mick Holden. This is Joe McNally. Joe getting in behind Cody O'Shea this time. Up this side of the field. And a bit of holding one way and the other. And the ball eventually sent out now to Jack O'Shea. Or correction to John Kennedy, of course. John Kennedy. And John held out there, and a free on the halfway line for Kerry. A referee calling the ball back. They're playing away up there, but referee Paddy Collins wasn't satisfied where the ball was kicked, and they're playing away. They're having a hell of a time up there. Meanwhile, we have the placing of the ball by Tom Spillane for the free just outside the Kerry 65-metre line. 4 points to 2, Kerry leading. Jack O'Shea out to the wing, Ger Power across the goal. Oh, what an escape for Dublin. What an escape. This is John Kearns trying to go through past the line. And the referee awards a free against him. The free, Pat Spillane looks like the only man that's going to take it. No, Jack O'Shea is going up now, and now he decides that in fact John Kennedy is going to take it. That line that you see there is the 20-metre line. That's the angle. Brian Mullins bringing it down in there. And straight up to Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane straight in. And over the bar for another point. Pat Spillane, his second point. And the score now, Kerry 5 points, Dublin 2. Well, how near that was for a goal for Kerry. He was the ball coming in there. Jack O'Shea out now to Ger Power. The goal is temporarily empty, and just in there in time is Jerry Hargan to take it out. 5 points to 2, Kerry leading. Ambrose O'Donovan going for the ball over there, but the linesman deciding that it is a Kerry ball. Just like the umpire's decision earlier, that one looked the other way around too. Jack O'Shea. Liston beaten this time. Into the centre of the field. This is Barney Rock, and Barney is fouled. Fouled by Mick Spillane on Barney Rock. And Barney is quite annoyed about it. Free to Dublin, and it is just inside the 65-metre line, the Kerry 65, and PJ Buckley is going to take it. Joe McNally, Tommy Conroy, high over the bar, and Tommy Conroy taking the opportunity as it came his way. No time to steady and aim, just kick. That makes the score. Kerry 5 points, Dublin 3 points. And here it is going out to Tommy, and he just turned and kicked, and over it went. You could hear the crowd rising with the anticipation as the ball left his boot, and it's 5-3. Owen Liston on the ground with the ball, still with the ball. Gets it out now to Ogie Morden. He's tackled by John Kearns. And the referee penalises Ogie Morden for holding on to the ball too long. Dublin, who seem to be lethargic for quite a while, they're all anxious to take this free. There are about 4 of them around it. But it is going to be a PJ Buckley free. Just on the 65-metre line. Going out towards Joe McNally. Paddy O'Shea is after him. Back to Anton O'Toole. Back up along the wing now to Jim Ronayne. Joe McNally. Joe knocked away from the ball there. Pat Spillane back there, so also John Kennedy. And Joe Lynch in there too, and Shawnee Walsh. And Shawnee was the one who came up with the ball. 3 out for Kerry. It's about 20 metres out from the Kerry goal. Here's Charlie now. Pat Spillane in now to the centre. Ger Power over now to the side. And O'Donovan over to the wing now to John Egan. John Egan and Mick Holden. Mick Holden is penalised, and a free to Kerry from the 13-metre line, and John Kennedy will take it. John making a little mark for the ball there. 5 points to 3 at the moment. 6 points to 3 as he taps it over, and 3 of those 6 points have been scored for Kerry by John Kennedy. And the Ballylongford man certainly keeping up the tradition of that part of Kerry. This is the Naomh Gilla man in the centre, Ambrose O'Donovan. Oh, one double man off another. PJ Buckley. This is John Kearns, roving centre field man who started off as top of the right. Anton O'Toole Still Anton. Is he going too far? He's still trying to get it away, and he's on the ground now with Gerlin shouldering him off the ball, and this is Kieran Duff. There's no easy passage through this defence. And the Buckley effort at a hand pass blocked down. Ball out now to Tommy Conroy again. Conroy across to Jim Ronayne. Ronayne takes a shot that's high, and it's gone wide. And the score remains Kerry 6 points, Dublin 3. A chance there, it seemed, to pull down the lead a little bit. We're in the 31st minute of the first half. Charlie Nelligan to take the kick out. Straight down the centre. Tommy Conroy having a very busy day indeed. To Anton O'Toole. Anton O'Toole's trying to get it into Brian Mullins, nicely intercepted, but Anton's still in possession. Left-footed, high, and just barely wide. Score remains Kerry 6, Dublin 3, and Dublin missing 2 chances in the last minute or so. Still a game in which each player seems to have too much respect, if you like, for the opposition. Charlie Nelligan. And Brian Mullins gets the better of the dithering there, out now to the wing. Tommy Conroy over towards Anton O'Toole, but 3-4 Kerry men around there. And in behind the referee, Sean Walsh and Anton O'Toole having a little bit of an argy-bargy, as they say. And referee Paddy Collins having a word to the two of them, cut it out. And he will no doubt throw in the ball, will hop it here. If it ever gets down, it's a hop, but if he throws it up, it's a throw-in. So, Kieran Duff up now to Pat Canavan. And Canavan, the ball knocked out of his hand. The Kerry men a great adapt at this today. And away come Kerry now. Tommy Doyle knocked off it there by Brian Mullins. Brian Mullins low. Shirley Walsh. Shirley Walsh out to the far side. And this is Ger Power, 50 yards from his own goal. And he fits it into the centre to Ambrose O'Donovan. O'Donovan right-footed over to this side. And coming out to get it now is John Egan. John tackled the third time. And the referee awards a free to Kerry for a foul there by Jim Ronayne. And this foul is being penalised by a free just inside the 65-metre line. And here it is again. There is the foul, and just in case there wasn't the first, there's the second, and here's the free. And Jack O'Shea is going to take it. Jerry Hargan tipping it out a bit. The ball going over the far side, kicked across by John Egan. Got over here and away come Dublin again, but no, they're not, because Pat Bernard comes slipping in. And Pat takes a shot. It's high, and it's over the bar. His third point, and look at the delight on his face. The score, Kerry 7, Dublin 3. And to think that a couple of years ago they said he'd never play football again. Tommy Conroy for Dublin. Out now to Jim Ronayne. Grabbed over there by John Kearns. And Kearns' shot is deflected out over the end line for a 45. And Barney Rock going over to take it. It's about 5 yards to the left of the Canal goal. 7 points to 3. Kerry leading. Barney Rock to take this 45. And it too has gone wide. Dublin certainly dwindling away chances of points. They're 6th wide. Kerry have had 3. Kerry have also had 7 points. Dublin have had 3. And there goes the half-time whistle as the ball lands into the center of the field. Second half, Kerry 7, Dublin 3. And the game is on, and it's Ambrose O'Donovan. Jack O'Shea. And already John Kearns has moved out from the corner. This is Owen Liston. Intended pass, didn't get very far that time. This is Pat Canavan. Ambrose O'Donovan. Out to John Egan, and Mick Holden, and the ball has gone over the end line. Kerry pressing in the early stages of the second half. John O'Leary to take the kick out as Pat Spillane awaits to pounce. And joining him, lest he does, Pat Canavan. This is Brian Mullins, Ambrose O'Donovan, Jack O'Shea, being watched now by John Kearns. And the ball let run through here. Kearns out to the right open space. Shawnee Walsh not quite getting to that one, but going back, covering off there is Paddy O'Shea. Ball cleared out by Shawnee Walsh. This is Pat Spillane pouncing. Under the dropping ball, P.J. Buckley. Into the open space for John Kearns. Kearns out to the far side to Pat Canavan. Left-footed, Anton O'Toole. Going out over the end line, gone over the end line. Line ball for Kerry. 7 points for Kerry, 3 points for Dublin. The first score in this second half is going to be a very important one, particularly if it happened to be a goal. John Kearns, but the ball off a Kerry man, and line ball for Dublin. Pat Canavan. John Kearns not quite holding on to that one. Ambrose O'Donovan. Tommy Doyle. Kieran Duff penalised for tripping him, and there's a free for Kerry. Just outside the Kerry 45 line, that's it there. Mick Holden gone back to sweep it up there. Brian Mullins. John Kearns, nicely intercepted by Paddy O'Shea. This is John Kennedy. Owen Liston. Dublin 3. And here it is again. Owen getting rid of the ball just before Jerry Hargan dived for it and over the bar. So it's 8 points to 3 in favour of Kerry. About 4 minutes gone in the second half. John O'Leary. Barney Rock. Barney Rock held in the free for Dublin. Halfway line. Tommy Drum looks as if he's going, no, is he? No, it's P.J. Buckley. P.J. Buckley is going to take it. They were just trying to make up their mind who was going to do it. And P.J. looks as if he's going to have a good long one at this. Yes. Anton O'Toole, his goal, lovely block down there. Kieran Duff trying to get it up. That's Jim Ronayne. Barney Rock. Barney being chased, getting his kick in across in front of the free out, penalising Dublin for being inside the square, and the score remains 8 points to 3. Charlie Nedigan. Kieran Duff and Tommy Doyle standing shoulder to shoulder unless the ball come their way. And here now is Charlie. Brian Mullins fielding well in the centre of the field. And Tommy Conroy can't get to that one. Line ball for Kerry. Jack O'Shea. Nicely cut by Mick Kennedy. Mick Holden. Tommy Conroy. Barney Rock. And straight into the arms of the waiting Pat Spillane. Jack O'Shea. And the ball belted out over the end line by Tommy Drum, very defensively indeed, and it's a 45. The score, 8 points to 3 in favour of Kerry. John Kennedy is going to take it. Slightly to the right of the goal on the right. And it's over the bar. His fourth point of the game. John Kennedy proving that he has come of age as a Kerry footballer. Kerry 9 points, Dublin 3. There's the determination, there's the kick, and there's the point. For a while. John Cairns. Shawnee Walsh. Jeff Power and Mick Kennedy going for it. Jeff Power gets to it. See Jeff Power. Mick Kennedy after him. Intercepted there by Mick Holden. Jack O'Shea. Still Jack O'Shea, beaten by Brian Mullins, and in comes John Cairns now. Back to Mick Kennedy. Some rather hard tackling there, or would-be tackling. PJ Buckley with the free for Dublin. Kieran Duff down to Tommy Conroy. Crossover now towards Barney Rock. Rock's got him for the goal. He takes it. For Kerry, 1 goal and 3 for Dublin. 3 points between them. 8 minutes gone and the second half of the game has come to life. And to be quite honest, up to now it's been as dull as dishwater. Here's the goal again from another angle. And there you see Barney was fouled. The referee let him go on and gave him the goal. Out into the centre of the field. John Cairns with the ball now. Out to the far side. Going out for it. Out to O'Toole. And here's Joe McNally. Joe McNally threw it out to the centre. Ball digging it around. Tommy Conroy. Still Tommy Conroy. Still Tommy Conroy, but he's hopping the ball. Nice interception over there. And the referee, it's Pat Spillane is down over there on the far side. Referee has called for the ball. The attendance is 68,365. 68,365. And the referee is signalling to the Kerry sideline not to come on. And Pat Spillane, it is not the bad knee that is injured. And Pat is going up along the far sideline, and the referee has signaled to Mick O'Dwyer, he's all right, the game goes on. And now Dublin, who have been somewhere else for the last half hour or more, are really motoring. This is Anton O'Toole, down towards the end line. Out comes Charlie Nelligan. Out to the wing, and the ball kicked under pressure out over the sideline by Mick Spillane. 9 points to 1 goal and 3. 9 points to 6. But Kerry will not be disturbed by that surge of Dublin. Look at this ball coming up the field now between Bomber Liston and Jerry Hargan. It's gone very near the sideline. Referee is calling for the ball. Free in for Kerry. Free in for Kerry. Mick Kennedy and John Egan having a little bit of a to-do there. Free to Kerry to be taken by John Kennedy. Nice curling ball, but it's gone across the goal and it's gone wide. 3 points between them. John O'Leary with the kick out for Dublin. P.J. Buckley. John Kearns. Nicely got there by Tom Spillane. John Egan coming out. John Kennedy. And out over the end line and wide. Score remains Kerry 9 points, Dublin 1 goal and 3, low scoring. John O'Leary with the kick out. And two Kerry men crashing there. Jack O'Shea in possession, a high one, and this one has gone wide. And Kerry having their wides now around this goal on the right, just as Dublin had in the first half. Kerry have had 4 wides down at that goal in this half. And Dublin have had no wides at the other end. Kerry have had 9 points, Dublin 1 goal and 3. That's 6 points. 3 points between them. Nice high fielding by himself. And the referee has awarded a free to Kerry from 45 metres out. Pat Spillane standing out there with his hand up. I don't know what he's signalling to. In fact, they're calling Paddy O'Shea. Yeah, the idea was to call Paddy O'Shea up to take the free. He's taking it. Paddy journeying all the way up. Paddy with that extraordinary record that he's holding today too. This is his 8th All-Ireland final, and he has only conceded 1 point to his opponent in all those finals. Into the goal mouth, John O'Leary. P.J. Buckley. Joe McNally going for it. He's way up in the centre of the field, but it's gone out over the sideline. Line ball for Kerry. Jack O'Shea. kicked away there from Ger Power by Tommy Drum. And Brian Mullins pushing Power over the place there. This is Tommy Drum. Tommy robbed there by Pat Spillane. Ball gone up now to the corner to Ger Power. Back through to Ogie Moran. Ogie takes a shot. To 1 goal and 3, 10 points to 6. Here it is again. Pat Spillane. Ball going up there where Ger Power gets to it. Ger back now into the centre to Ogie, and Ogie sends it over. Out in the centre of the field. Pat Canavan under severe pressure over there. John Kearns. Steadying himself up to Kieran Duff. Duff on the ground, slips there. Tommy Doyle with it now. Joe McNally holding on to him to see that he doesn't get out, but in doing so, conceding a free. Kerry free to be taken by Paddy O'Shea. Out towards this side, towards the sideline. Brian Mullins gets his hand to it, but it's held by Ger Lynch. Ger Lynch for Kerry. Up to Ger Power. Ambrose O'Donovan very near the sideline, but he keeps the ball in. Back to Ogie Moran. Back across now to Ger Power. Ger O'Shea. Ger going through the centre of the Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane out to the middle. Listen is shot, and he sent it wide. Well, it would have been a lovely movement if it had wound up with a score, but it didn't. And, well, here we have the passes that wind up with nothing. This is Jack O'Shea with the ball. Over now to Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane fisting it out to the wing to Owen Liston. Owen Liston, his shot, and it's gone wide, but the referee has awarded a free to Kerry. And the free is taken, and the free is sent over the bar by John Kennedy. His 5th point of the game, and that makes the score now Kerry 11 points, Dublin 1 goal and 3. And there's a sub coming on for Dublin, and we follow that now as the substitute who has come on is Maurice O'Callaghan. Maurice O'Callaghan is on, and Joe McNally has gone off the Dublin team. Play in the centre of the field. Jack O'Shea. And Ambrose O'Donovan. Ambrose O'Donovan to Ger Power. Ger in now to John Kennedy, and Kennedy's kick is high, and it's gone wide. Score remains 11 points for Kerry, 1 goal and 3 for Dublin. Maurice O'Callaghan has gone in as top of the left. And I think Dublin might make another substitution with, in a moment or two. But we follow the play as Jack O'Shea takes over. High, dangerous ball. Ger Hargan gets his hand to it. Maurice O'Callaghan, first ball he touches. Into Anton O'Toole. Anton fouled, and there's a free to Dublin. And Barney Rock is going to take this free. It is slightly at an angle. There it is. There's his kick. Standing still, curling in, and it's over the bar for a point for Barney Rock and for Dublin, narrowing the gap, but the gap is still a big one. Kerry 11 points, Dublin 1 goal and 4, 11 points to 7. Barney Rock the scorer of that, and he has scored a goal and 3 of the Dublin's total of a goal and 4. Just looking around the centre of the field, the centre field men running all around the place. This is Pat Canavan. Anton O'Toole trying to get it before it gets over the line. He hasn't succeeded. Line ball for Kerry. Shawnee Walsh doing a right job as full-back today. And there's another change in the Dublin team. Jim Ronayne seems to be gone off, and on the Dublin team is Kieran Sutton. Sutton is on as a half forward. Line ball kick to the far side. Brian Mullins a punch down the field. John Sutton and Kieran getting this one. Trying to get in behind his man. This is Tommy Conroy. Conroy trying to get it up. Trying to get rid of it now. And the referee awards Dublin a free. A free dead straight in front of the goal. Barney Rock to take at the score. 11 points for Kerry. 1 goal and 4. 7 points for Dublin. And 21 minutes of the 35 gone in this second half. A little pat on the rear end of good wishes from Brian Mullins as he goes by. A little jig and then the kick. Barney's kick is high. It's blocked down in the goal mouth there. And under pressure, the defence gets it. He takes another shot. This time he's down the field. And Barney, come on, he says, trying to rouse his team as Kerry lead 11 points to Dublin's 1-5. 11 points to 8. 3 points between them. Players waiting anxiously for Charlie's kick out. Held by Jerry Hargan. Out over the sideline, line ball for Kerry. And this line ball is about 35 metres out from the Kerry goal up on the left here, and Paddy O'Shea is going to take it. Tipped back in there. Cleared out by Tom Spillane. This is Ger Power, who's moved out into the half line. This is John Kennedy, who's moved over to the far side. This is Pat Spillane, who's still out there. Still out there in his own wing, or is it? A lovely kick, a lovely That's his fourth point of the game. Another picture point by Pat Spillane. And just look at it once again. It's well worth looking at. It comes now to Pat. He's tackled by Mick Holden. He puts Mick Holden going the wrong way, and he sends it over the bar. 12 points for Kerry, 1-5 for Dublin. Kieran Sutton picks the ball off the ground, and there is a free to Kerry. Well, there's a queue up to see who's going to take this one. Tom Spillane. certainly not looking too happy over that knock that he got. And Brian Mullins with the ball now. Kieran Sutton, Rob. Ger Lynch. He let the ball fall on the ground and picked it up again. So the referee has awarded a free to Dublin. 65 metres from the Kerry goal, and it's to be taken by P.J. Buckley. Twisted a little bit further in. Out come Kerry again. Paddy O'Shea. Back in now to Tom Spillane. Ambrose O'Donovan. Nick Holden. Tommy Drum under pressure. Oh, dear, so long. And the ball, this is Jack Power, and this is Jack O'Shea. Oh, dear. And Jack, to his dying day, will wonder how he didn't bury it in the net. But he didn't. He sent it over the bar. And the score is Kerry 13, 1 goal and 5. Here is the rerun, and here is Ger Power back into the centre now to Jack O'Shea. Jack takes his shot, and it's over the bar. Gone off Timmy Dowd is on the Kerry team, and it looks like John Egan that's gone off. Timmy Dowd is on, John Egan is off. 13 points to 1 goal and 5. And we make it about 26 minutes of the 35 gone in this second half. Pat Canavan. Shortish one. John Kearns. Anton O'Toole. Way over, Kieran Sutton going up for it, fisted towards the goal. It's still in and around the goal, and it's gone out. And the umpire signals that it is a 45. 45 for Dublin. Barney Rock to take it, 5 yards to the left of the goal on our left. Barney standing still now. Here he comes, that little shuffle of his. Over the bar, narrowing the gap once again. Kerry, 13 points. Dublin, 1 goal and 6. 1 goal and 5 points scored by Barney Rock. Ball being placed by Charlie Nelligan for the kick out. Can the champions pull this one out of a raging hot Kerry fire? About 8 minutes left in the game. 4 points between them. Kerry leading. Kieran Sutton. Nicely blocked by Tom Spillane. Fisted out to this side by Mick Kennedy. This now is John Kearns. Kearns, halfway line. And a little bit too high for Anton O'Toole, and it's cleared way out by Shawnee Walsh. And free, penalising the bomber for holding on to Jerry Horgan, and there's a free out for Dublin. The crowd cheering away down as the ball has gone over the bar, but the referee has awarded a free, and this free is about 45 metres or so out from the Dublin goal. The score, 13 points for Kerry, 1-6. That's 9 points for Dublin. P.J. Buckley to take it. The wind blowing the ball away a bit there. Straight down the centre. Straight back the centre now. Timmy Dowd gets it out now to John Kennedy, and Ger Power going like a hammer up the far side of the field. But over here, standing all alone, is Owen Liston. Liston. And it's 14 points, Dublin, 1 goal and 6. 6 minutes left in the game. see this one again. Out the far side of the field, then tapped over to this side, where Liston is standing all alone and makes no mistake. Brian Mullins. Bottled up there by two Kerry men, and there is a free for Dublin. Quickly taken by Barney Rocker. It's so quick that the Dublin men don't even know it's going to be taken. And here comes Pat Spillane. Spillane away up the far side. John Kennedy trying to keep it in play. He succeeded in doing so. High ball from an awkward angle, and it's gone wide. Score remains 14 points for Kerry, 1 goal and 6 for Dublin. Seven wides for Kerry in this second half. A short kick out by John O'Leary to Mick Kennedy. Dublin trying to engineer something, and the engineering works will want to get moving very quickly, particularly with Pat Spillane having such a wonder game. Here's a goal. John O'Leary gets his hand to it. Jack O'Shea is in there. Referee penalises Jack for pushing, and there's a free out. Quickly taken by Mick Kennedy to Mick Holden. Kieran Duff. Kieran Duff, Tommy Doyle after him. Owen Liston after him. Ger Power after him. Gets the ball out now to Tommy Conroy. John Kearns. Maurice O'Callaghan. Brian Mullins. And in now to Barney Rock. Barney Rock back now to John Kearns. Kearns takes his shot and he sends it wide. That was the engineering, but the penalty wasn't there. 14 points to Kerry, 1 goal and 6. That's 9 points for Dublin, and the champions looking now as if they're going to lose their crown. Kevin Heffernan standing up on the far side. Mick O'Dwyer standing up on the far side. Each of them urging on their players as Charlie Nelligan kicks it out. And here they come again. It's Jack O'Shea. Jerry Hargan around him, and the referee penalises Mick Kennedy for a foul there on Jack O'Shea, and this free will be straight in front of the goal. Straight in front of the goal, and it's been taken by John Kennedy. Less than 3 minutes left in the game now, and it looks like number 28 for the Kingdom, but that one has gone wide. 14 points for Kerry, 1-6, that's 9 points for Dublin. And the referee having a word with the bomber. I think it's delaying tactics were going on up there. Now John O'Leary with the kick out. Timmy O'Dowd, who came on as a sub, fouled, and there's a free for Kerry. Kerry reasserting the superiority that has been theirs for so long. And the way Jack is going about it, I don't know whether he's going to convert this one or not, but he's certainly going to have a go. It's 60 metres out from the Dublin goal. The Kerry crowd behind the goal on our right, hailing the conquering hero. Into the goal mouth, John O'Leary outside his protective area to Mick Kennedy. Over the far side, Pat Canavan and Pat Spillane. Pat Spillane to Timmy O'Dowd. And here come Kerry really moving again. Timmy O'Dowd is shot as he is taking the shot. He gets a knock. Ball out now, and Dublin coming away again. But the score is 14 points to 1-6. There's a line ball far side of the field to Kerry, and we're in the closing stages, the last minute or so of this game. The way this man played today, if there was a flood, he'd walk on water. Jack O'Shea in towards the goal mouth. Tommy Drum out to Mick Kennedy. Kennedy to Mick Holden. And Mick Holden's kick blocked down by Ogie Morden. Ogie, who has never been beaten in an All-Ireland final when he played at centre-half forward. Mick Holden now. fouled by Ger Power, and there is a free out for Dublin, to be taken in the dying moments of this game by John O'Leary. A short one. Pat Canavan in now to Barney Rock, to Brian Mullins, through to Tommy Conroy. Tommy Conroy trying to get through Pat Spillane, or not Pat Spillane, but Tom Spillane. Brian Mullins now. Maurice O'Callaghan going out. John Kearns across the goal. Grabbed by Anton O'Toole. And so Kerry certainly set for their 28th All-Ireland now, as Kerry lead by 14 points to Dublin's 1-6, 14-9, and time truly ticking away. Kick out now coming up from Charlie Nelligan. The Kerry crowd waiting to hail their heroes. But there's another hero today, and we'll tell you about it when the final whistle blows. Here now is Bomber Liston opening up the movement. Away go Kerry up the far side, but out the great-hearted Mick Holden. Mick Holden up the wing to Anton O'Toole. Anton in now to Tommy Conroy. Tommy, the ball pushed away from him, and the game is over, and Kerry are the All-Ireland champions. Kerry, before an attendance of over 68,000, have won the All-Ireland and won it on merit. But pause for one moment for a thought for one man. The referee, Paddy Collins. Paddy Collins, the referee, broke his toe this morning, and up to 10 minutes before the start of this game, he was not going to referee. He got painkillers. There was a deputy referee standing by, but Paddy Collins said, this is the one that I want to referee, and Paddy Collins has come off the field now, and nobody would realise that he had a broken toe. And there is Mikey Sheehy in the middle of the Kerry players over there, Mikey hugging away there, and certainly delighted with the victory of Kerry, but certainly, I'm sure, a little bit sad that he was not out there part of it. And there's Paddy O'Shea, who retained his great record of his opposite number or his opponent not scoring. He only conceded in 8 All-Ireland finals, he's only conceded 1 solitary point.
The Nally stand where our commentary position is, and they accept the congratulations of the crowd there.